Are we really gonna blame everything on white supremacy? Just everything? Can we stop this? Raw Joker here, and I'm wondering why Ontario is acting like USA. Why are we acting like it? Everything is not because of white supremacy. And just like USA, we are not a racist country. Most of the people here are not racist. Most of the people here are from all over the world. Ontario is very diverse. Very diverse. Toronto is the most diverse place on the planet. And yet, y'all want to scream white supremacy every time something goes bad against a colored person. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. So, first off, what happened in London, Ontario is an absolute horror. Absolute horror. Does that mean Islamophobia is raging, rampant, and that we need to have like task force and pass laws and all this stuff? No, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. What happened to them is absolutely terrible. But to like deem one person as the mascot for like the rest of the nation, come on, stop it. Just stop. That's ridiculous. Why are we acting like USA? I seen a post today. Oh, to all those people that say Canada's not racist, and then they show all this stupid stuff, you know. They show all this stuff about like, you know, Asian people getting targeted, and you know, the indigenous children that were just found, you know, because 100 years ago that accounts for what's happening right now, right? You know, everything was racist 100 years ago. That's not now though. I'm not living in the past. I'm living right now and looking towards the future where racism is just not a thing, and people actually, you know, have a heart for other people with religion, gender, race, everything, right? But that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. And like, to blame everything on white supremacy is just the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. And what I notice is it's being started by black people. Now, to my black brothers and sisters, you act like you don't have a part in being racist against Muslims, against Asians, and against white people. I know this, and all the black people out there, y'all know it too, right? I grew up in Toronto for a while. I know how it goes, man. But y'all want to talk white supremacy all the time, right? White supremacy, right? Supremacy. Like, you know what I mean? I've had black people call me a terrorist, assuming that I was from, I don't know, I'm gonna assume the Middle East. This was, you know, a few years after the 9/11. I got referred to as a terrorist a couple times. Got chased by white people that were drunk until I pulled out my knife. But black people, like, you know, wanted to fight me on a bus one time, calling me a terrorist, go back to my country. And I'm like, I live here, butt cheese, you know? So when you say all this white supremacy stuff, I'm just like, come on, man, come on. Like, I hung out in Parliament in Dundas, outskirts of Regent Park, Toronto. How many times those Asian people get harassed? How many times those Asian people get robbed by black people? How many times Asian people get hit by black people in Toronto? Y'all want to talk white supremacy? It's the white man. Come on. Racism comes from all races. Right? Right? You got black people that don't like Jamaicans. You got Jamaican people that don't like Africans. You got American Africans that don't like African Africans. Right? You got Muslims not liking Muslims. right? You got all this stuff. All this stuff. I just feel like all this pointing to white racism and white supremacy and white nationalism and the country is racist, but not every color, just white people. It's terrible. And I'll tell you more of why that's terrible. Because I am half white. So, once again, like I always say, am I getting reparations from myself? Am I racist to myself? Am I, you know, should I have white guilt for myself? Should I be racist to my white self because I'm black and I can, you know, get away with it right now because BLM? Like, it's just stupid. You see all the commercials on TV over the past like 5 years? They're all mixed people. They're all mixed. You got Asian with black, Asian with white, you know, black with white, black, you know, Muslim, whatever. You know, you got all this stuff going on, and yet these crusty old politicians that are like 100 years old want to keep like replaying this 50s bull crap. 1950s were a long time ago, and guess when these old bastards were kids? In the 50s. So they have a 50s mentality about racism, which is pretty dumb, because like it's not the same anymore. It's not even close to the scale it used to be. Like, you think I didn't deal with racism? I live in Guelph, right? When I was young, there was like maybe 5 black families, total like, you know, total like 15 kids, you know, shout out to the Knight family, you had like 10, anyways. Anyways, so you think I didn't deal with that? I dealt with a lot of racism, man. I dealt with a lot. People saying the N-word all the damn time. You know what the teachers told me? Sticks and stones break your bones, words never hurt you. Now we fast forward like 30 years, look at this. Words hurting everybody. Words are violence, according to AOC, right? If words are violence, well, guys, y'all didn't give a crap when I was younger. Y'all didn't give a crap. Nobody did. Police, teachers, nobody. Right? Some of my friends even said it. My mom heard one time my friend say the N-word. I've never seen her so mad in my entire life. Never. Never, never, never. She like walked that kid down to her home, blasted the mom. I never hung out with that kid again. But anyways, my mom didn't take no crap because my mom was part of that. My mom, you know, had some jungle fever. Got with a, you know, got with a white guy, right? White Irish guy. You know, so she had to deal with it too, right? Because for a while, you know, back in the day, you couldn't even like date a you know, another race, right? You were like, you know, just, you know, verbally assaulted, you know? Even when I was a teenager, like 20 years ago, you know what I mean? If I was seen with a white woman, oh God, by a black woman, ho, I was a piece of crap, selling out, hanging out with the devil, you know, all that stuff. Why aren't you with a black woman? You should be with a black woman, you're black, right? But it's all the white people, right? Only white people hate on everybody, right? No other race hates on any other race. I don't know, man. I'm getting so tired of this race stuff. So tired of it. I'm mixed. Where do I fit in? Nowhere. I plead my opinion on Twitter, get assaulted. Get called every name under the sun. But racism's gone, right? It's the left that keeps being like, it's the left calling me names. It's the left calling me like racist stuff, or like assuming that I'm white, which is, you know, kind of racist in itself, right? What? Just because I talk articulate, so now I'm automatically assumed to be white? It's crazy. It's crazy. I just want us all to get along, man. Why can't we all just get along? You know, we got cultures from all around the world living around here, man. We all get along. I get along with Africans. I get along with Filipinos. I get along with Asian people. You know what I mean? I get along with white people too. Like all that stuff, man. Different cultures all around the world. What's the matter with that? What's the matter with that? We're all the same people. I know, because I talk to all of them. We all have the same MO. We all want to just have a good life. Maybe have a little coin so we can do some good stuff. You know? We're all on the same page. We're all reaching for the same goals. Just have a good life. Not be harassed. Not be made fun of. You know? Supported. All that stuff, right? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Am I crazy? Am I making sense? Tell me below. I'm quite sick of this crap, man. Critical race theory, you know, whiteness, white privilege, all that. All this race war. It's absolutely ridiculous. Enough already. Please comment, rate, share. Peace. Raw Joker.